Read the bit of synopsis, shall I? So,
Okay.
experience a groundbreaking musical spectacle, the international premiere. I'll start again.
Sorry.
Yeah, can't.
I'm plugging in my phone.
Don't plug in your phone. I'm trying to speak.
Yeah, sorry.
Right. Good afternoon. Of course, evening.
Yes.
Good evening. Good evening. So here we are, day 2, the Ian and Jane show at Edinburgh Fringe. This is our 3rd review of the day.
Yes. 1, 2, 3,
so
4, 5.
This
yes.
was
Yes.
The reason we've had 3 shows that are back to back, and we've done lots of running, but more about that in the future. So this was 3 o'clock this afternoon. This was Orchestra of Sound, Music Theatre Multimedia at the Greenside Lime Street studio. Lime Studio. Sorry. The Greenside George Street Lime Studio. If I could actually speak, it would be okay. 50 minutes. So here's the description. Experience a groundbreaking musical spectacle. The international premiere from Canada is an electrifying one-man show, seamlessly weaving unique, inventive instruments, hundreds of sounds and explosive original music into an unforgettable sonic and visual extravaganza. I won't read the rest of it actually, but so that gives you an idea of what this show was about. Basically, it was a guy, and he used found sounds, and he made instruments. Is there anything else on that?
No, I'm just saying why, because I read this and sort of read it out. Inventive instruments. That's what.
Yeah, he made instruments. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what grabbed me.
And I think we both found this, so we're both accepting the fact that we both found this independently. What did you think about it before I say what I thought about it?
I can't remember a show where I just sort of sat there with a big grin on my face and just felt really uplifted from the beginning. I mean, because he showed, and I don't want to give too, there are some things that we mustn't give away.
No spoilers.
No, but it began with a film playing, and he used the film quite a lot to, and just him playing. I mean, you name it, he played it, and it was absolutely brilliant. And so it built up this layer of the composition. And then he came on and then played a sort of an overriding sort of piano stroke electronic, piece over the top, was it? Well, more of a piano piece. And it was terrific.
I mean, I thought I was the first piece of film, and when he came out, I was like you. I felt sort of blown away by it. I wanted to know more about how he made the instruments. I mean, he did tell us a little bit about some of the instruments that he'd made, but for me there wasn't enough of that.
Oh right, okay.
I found the music very samey. Each of it, because he played several pieces throughout the show, usually with some.
It seemed to be a sort of a percussion beat was the original.
Yeah, and then
he built it up.
But it was linked to the film, so there was usually the multimedia element on all of it actually, and I was fascinated by, but I wanted to know more about the instruments and how he made them. I also wanted to know more about the technical stuff about, was it just those sounds that he made, or did he process them? Because if he processed them, then that changes. If you've hit the fuselage of an aeroplane, we're not giving much away because that's literally the first shot. So if you hit the sound of the fuselage of an aeroplane, but then you process it, you can almost turn it into something else. And I wanted to know whether it was just those raw sounds or whether it was processed, or how much it was processed.
I mean, that of course never crossed my mind.
No.
I mean, you saw him recording these sounds because he'd hit whatever it is, and they'd have a little handheld recorder, so you knew that he was recording that sound. But of course, I didn't appreciate that. Yes, I mean, I understand if you then process that, you can turn it into anything. From my limited knowledge, it appeared a lot of it was just the original sound, but I don't know.
I mean, I certainly could tell there was reverbs added to them, and certainly one of the instruments that he showed us was in effect just like a wind processor, and he told us it was linked to the computer, and the sounds he'd made the sounds of a wine glass, which is great actually, and it was lovely. Was that instrument?
I mean, just a variety.
There was a lot. There was a lot in there,
and then he played various instruments actually on stage as well, which was great. And I won't spoil it, but I mean, I thought he was going to expire because
blowing that thing.
It was blowing.
It's a blowing instrument. Wow. But so much air he had to expel. He did go red in the face.
Wow, it was quite stunning. I mean, yes, I have to say that you could argue that each piece ended up sounding very similar and built to a fantastic crescendo. But it was just... I just loved it.
The music genre would be classed as sort of new age, I would have said.
Right, okay.
I mean, he may disagree with that, and I apologise if it's not what you consider to be new age, but that's the probably closest I can get to it, actually.
I mean, I have to say my expectation was that he was just that the stage was going to be full of instruments and he was going to sort of run around and play them, but it was a lot more sophisticated than that. And the effect was quite stunning, I think.
Right, good.
I really enjoyed it.
So let's tell you when it's on. We know where it's on. It's Greenside, George Street, Lime Studios. It's on at 3:00 every afternoon. There are a couple of dates where it's not on. Let me just bring that up. It's on. I think it's on right to the end of the. It's until the 24th. Oh no, it's the Sundays. So it's on this Sunday, the 4th. It's 2 for 1 days. Monday and Tuesday. But each of the Sundays, the 11th, 18th, and 25th, he's not performing. So it finishes on the 24th of August. The normal price is, if my computer is £12, full price, £10 concession. And so there's a family booking where it gets a bit cheaper, even still for £9. No, it was good. It was good. It's a 3 from me.
Oh, I think I'm going to give it a 4.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah. It was a good show. If it sounds like your sort, it's certainly worth seeing for what he does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even if you're not a musician, and I'm not a musician.
And there were some kids in the audience, so I think it's. I don't know. It doesn't say whether it's what the age limit is, but there was some quite. I mean, there's nothing. There's absolutely nothing.
No. And I think it just shows you what you can do.
What you can do. I mean, and if you've never done, or you've never been involved in creating found sounds from hitting bottles or tin cans and all that sort. It is fascinating to see all that sort of stuff. You know, I have to say I've been a convert for a lot of years.
No, it's great. It's great.
I've never hit the side of a plane fuselage though, which I must say I'd like to try and do at some point in the future. And it was an abandoned plane. It looked like it was
you're spoiling the surprise.
All right, I'm not saying any more.
You're spoiling the surprise.
It's only the first 2 seconds, isn't it?
I know.
Right.
But it was,
So we've got 3 more reviews to do today, so it's a busy day today. So we'll see you next time for show 4. So thanks very much.
Cheers.
Bye bye.